Bradshaw Community College.
Bachelor's degree in less than 3 years. Sprachaw Community College offers you a seat in our new bachelor's degree program with concentrations in marketing and human resources.
Bradshaw Community College.
If you are a high school graduate with a C+ average, apply now. Seats are limited. Call Clayton at 604-310-HIGHER today.
Bradshaw Community College since 1903.
310-HIGHER.
Every year, more than 400,000 students enroll in post-secondary education in BC, and each of those students buys at least a dozen textbooks. It takes about one tree to create just 11 textbooks, and when you consider how quickly those books become outdated, it all adds up to a lot of waste. Now, BC's oldest college is trying something new, leading the way in teaching textbook-free. Jane Kerrigan reports.
It's certainly not unusual to see students using computers in classrooms, but in this business class at a community college in Surrey, other than some note-taking on paper, students use their computers for all other aspects of learning.
I was really ecstatic about the idea, actually. I hope that ebooks and, technology and the lack of textbooks and being able to take more of the class home would be really useful to me.
BC's oldest college is now high-tech. Sprott Shaw has eliminated textbooks in 11 of its courses across the province. The college says it's a way to provide up-to-date programs for students while helping to reduce its carbon footprint.
We're looking at saving 66,000 books with the implementation of this program. If you put that in context, 11.6 books, so 12 books, is one 40-foot tree. If we eliminated the textbook just in British Columbia, in 1 year, we'd save a forest of over 600,000 trees.
400 students are now enrolled in the school's textbook-free courses, and more than 200 extra computers have been purchased. Both instructors and students say the new program is working.
I'd say that it's worked very well. I think there were some, learning glitches, I guess, along the way on my part and just getting everything smooth. But once we, but that's pretty well with any technology nowadays. It's not going to run 100% perfectly smoothly, as you know. But it's going to have its long-term benefits too.
It's really organized because I'm an organized person and I like things to be in folders and to be right there in front of me when I need them and to know how to access them, and this is really easy.
The college's textbook-free courses are expanding. The school's plan is to eliminate 66,000 textbooks from its system in the next 5 years.
The other area that you're going to take a look at is the middle market. What is an example of a middle market? Pardon me? Safeway the store. Okay, why is Safeway the store a middle market? Because of their together. So bringing the two of them together, it's a middle of the road. Organic, inorganic products. That's a good example. Taste the same. Some people will refuse to buy that and those maybe, but that's about it. So the pricing, they give options, and it's more of a middle. I was dealing with clothing, and I took a look at clothing as an option for a middle market. What would be an example middle market of a clothing store? Okay, dollar stores, big discount. What about clothing, however? Where would you find clothing at a discount? Okay. Old Navy's cheaper, but it's also specialized. Army and Navy is a better example. They have very big discounted stores. Liz Claiborne, they have all the really expensive clothing. It was the first, and the woman is going to
listen to the other side and come up with some kind of explanation. This is what I think. We are listening to the other side, and then we make a binding agreement. And the binding agreement means that now we have decided, and both sides will have to follow that. Now, why is it not want to go all the way to arbitration? Yeah, the person that they both trust, By the way, you want to make a lot of money? Anybody? Become an arbitrator. There are not that many of them. I believe at the top level there are 5 in Canada. 5. And they make millions because they are so professional that both unions and employers trust them. Solution, which is rare when we talk about collective bargaining. Strikes. We have a number of different types of strikes, and some of them are more common than others. Most of them is economic strikes. We do not get paid what we want to get paid, therefore unfair labor practice, jurisdictional, wildcat strike. Wildcat strike, that is when suddenly, we had that happen, was it 2 months ago, something like that, where a bus driver, transit driver, hey, this is not fair, you cannot fire people like that. Announced it's illegal, it stopped production right away. Whether it was fair or not fair, but it's a wildcat strike. So a sit-down strike where you just say, okay, I'm sitting at my desk, but I'm not doing anything, it is an illegal strike. And then we have the issue of secondary issue, and then suddenly we had the library bill.
The idea is that they want to open communication, depending on how much money they got.
Well, that's the only one available that they have today, so I thought I would have done today.
Property level, $0.
Okay.
But you don't contract.
Well, they won't do that. It's about the $10.
Hi, my name is Johnny Reinhold. I'm the hospitality instructor for MTI Community College, and we have the only worldwide recognized program that exists within the college. It is from the American Hotel and Lodging Association and their educational institute, and it's right now recognized in 155 countries around the world. We cover all the major areas of a hotel, and when the students graduate from my program, they will have about 20 individual certificates and diplomas to prove that now they are capable of running, working within, and be associated with the tourism industry / the hospitality industry. My background for teaching this program is that I have been born into the hotel business, been in the business for a lot of years, probably more than 30 years, and my dad had a hotel, and I have been running and managing hotels, and that of course gives me a certain background. Furthermore, in 2005-2006, I was awarded the Lamp of Knowledge Award as the best hospitality instructor outside the US. So out of 11,000 hospitality instructors, I was the one that was selected for that award. So my students, they get a hands-on experience, they get real-life scenarios, and they get stories to go with it that justifies every bit of learning. We add a 5-hour class every day with about 2 hours of lab time and 3 hours of instructor time, and the rest of the day I'm available, of course, either by phone, by email, and in class to help them succeed. We cover a lot of materials. The program is only 30 weeks long, but in that period of time we cover 13 different subjects, plus of course a lot of job-related, job search programs. So it's a very compressed but highly useful program. The way we see it in our world is that we have 3 things we need to do. Number 1, we need to provide our students with an education that's the best that's available. That means that we use the newest updated material anytime. We never ever use old editions of books, we use the newest books all the time. Number 2, that education needs to be so good that we can associate it with a job. That means that they can use it. They can go to Japan, Korea, Taiwan, Canada, Germany, wherever they are from, and they can take that education, use it to get a job, and to move up the corporate ladder very fast. And number 3, we need to make that education so much fun that students want to be in class every day to learn. And I can say with all honesty that I think we have succeeded. I have, in the years that I have been here, educated around 1,500 students in hotel management, and the ones I have contact with, they are all successful in their different fields of study. So I think we have a pretty good program. And speaking of which, it is the world's largest industry, and with Whistler and Vancouver being the host for the 2010 Winter Olympics, there's no chance that we're going to be really, really busy and